Hey Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we got this cool underdog here, and basically what this is a cutting board and knife set that has a built-in function to help you guys sanitize and also help you guys dry your knife and cutting board, which is pretty cool. So I guess for the product there's two different colors. There's a green version like this, or there's one like this, which they call yellow. I believe for the one I got right here, it is the yellow color. And I guess the name of the product is called Galaxy, if you can see right here. In the bottom right here, they do provide guys some specs and features about the product. So they mention how it has a one-click intelligent disinfecting drying stand. They mention how there's a bunch of cutting board on here and a bunch of high-quality knives. Let me bring it a little bit closer to show you guys what the photo looks like. So here is basically what the packaging looks like for this one. So here are the specs, and here are the different knives and the cutting board. And if you guys turn inside right here, they do provide you guys what's actually included inside. So they mention how there's an 8-inch chef knife, 8-inch bread knife, 8-inch carving knife, 3.5-inch parting knife. There's a power scissor, there's a sharpener, 3 classified cutting board, so that way you know which one is which, and the actual disinfecting block. And then here is what it looks like on the other side for the green one, which I don't know when it's gonna be available because it's not available right now when I created this video. But first I'm actually open this up to show you guys what's included inside. So when you guys first open up, this actually looks like inside. So pretty much inside right here, there's a little box. I'm assuming inside this box is a knife. Let's take out everything else first. So right here we do have the cable. So you do need to plug it in to use it. And now let's slide this out. Once you guys do slide it out, you can see this is everything that's included inside. So right here we do have the cutting board. And then here we do have the actual device. So let's take off all the wrapper first. Now let's take out the knife as well. So let's open it. Once you guys open it, you can see inside right here we do have all the different knives and the scissors as well. So let's take off all the wrapper as well. So before I take out all the knives, etc., let me show you guys what's on here first and put one thing at a time. So the first thing inside right here, they do provide guys a user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. So they mention how there's 4 different gears on here. First gear is 10 minutes, second gear is 20 minutes, third gear is 30 minutes, fourth gear is 40 minutes. But they recommend that each time when you guys do use it, you do want to disinfect it for 30 minutes. And obviously, if you guys don't need to disinfect it, whatever, feel free to just take out the stuff inside and just start washing or using yourself. One thing that they do mention on here is that when you guys do use a product, especially for the drying option, you do want to be careful when you guys take it out because it will be really hot. And they also mention when you guys set this up, you guys want to make sure to put it somewhere where it's safe because when you guys use the product, it's supposed to heat up. So you do want to be careful when you guys set it up. But now let's take a look at the product. So you can see on the bottom product, they do have like the non-slip material or the non-scratch material. On the front of the product right here, you can see we do have the screen and they do have the film for you to remove. So remove it first. Once you guys remove it, this is what it looks like in the front. So they do have a power button. They do have like an indicator light for dry, UV, and ozone. And then right here, we do have the brand name. So I guess when you guys plug it in, it'll probably show you guys something on here, which I'll test out in a second. Top part right here, you can see we do have the different slots where to put it in. So we do have 1, 2, 3 for the cutting board option. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different slots right here for you guys to put your scissors, your knife, and etc. And the way how to design this slot right here, you do have the option to put in your own knife if you guys want to, as long as it fits inside. If you guys turn the back right here, they show you guys a voltage that you guys can use on here, which is 100 to 120 V. And inside right here is where you can plug in the cable to actually start using it. And that is everything that's on here. Now let's show you the cutting board first. So when you guys look at each one of the cutting board is labeled on here. So this is probably for fruits. This is for seafood or fish. And here is for cooked stuff. So I'm assuming this is more for like veggies and fruits. This one right here is for raw stuff. And then this one right here is cooked stuff. Eventually for each one, the cutting board, they do have the measurement on here. So that way you can measure how much you need. And then right here, they do have a little option for you guys to grind stuff or something. So maybe if you guys want to mince or grind like your garlic, your ginger, or etc., you do have the option available, which is really nice. And then throughout the cutting board, they do have the curve option. So that way when you guys cut stuff on here, it won't leak out. It will stay within the board, which is really nice. And then same that applies to all the boards on here as well. And obviously for each one of these boards, you do have the option to use it either side. So it's either on this side or the other side. And do love the way how they designed the actual cutting board on top. They do have this little hole option for you to pull it out really easily. My only issue is that when you guys do pull it out, it's hard for you guys to pull out like the middle one if you guys want to use your finger like this. So the only way where I do it is go like this to pull it out. So that's why it's nice the way how they designed the cutting board slot right here is spread out just a little bit. Let me put it inside to show you guys what I mean. So one right here, one right here, and one right here. And obviously when you guys put it inside, there's no specific order. You guys can flip it around and change it around if you guys want to. But you see when you guys put it inside, there's a gap in between each one of them. So that way you can pull it out really easily, which is really nice. So that is what the cutting board looks like. Now let me show you guys everything else right here. So the first one that we got right here is a scissor. If you see the way how they designed the scissor definitely looks pretty nice. It does feel really high quality. They do have the little option in the middle for you guys to open like a can or something if you guys do need to. But for the scissor, you basically want to put it inside right here. And you see how it fits in there perfectly. Next one that we got right here is the sharpener option. So this will actually looks like for this one. And when you guys do feel it, it does feel super high quality and it looks very nice as well. So for this one, you guys want to slide right here. Next one that we got right here. This one right here is probably like the paring knife. You can see how they do have the protection on here as well. So that way it won't hurt yourself when you guys do get it. And when you guys do feel the materials on here, it definitely feels very high quality and it looks very sharp. So let's test it out and see how sharp it is. Alright. So you can see the knife that's on here is really sharp. So you do want to be careful. But at least you guys know it is a high quality knife. So for this one right here, you probably want to put it right here. Just like that. Next one that we got right here. This one right here is a carving knife. You can see how it is kind of long. But this one's actually really sharp as well. So let's do take out the cover. If you guys do test it out. You can see how sharp the knife is for this one as well. So you do want to be careful. So for this one, you guys want to put it right here. Next one that we got right here. This one right here is a bread knife. You can see how they do have a little curve on the bottom. So that's how you guys know that it is a bread knife. So we're going to take this part out. You guys want to put this in. And the last one that we got right here should be a chef knife. So once you guys take out the chef knife, this actually looks like for this one. So we're going to take out the cover. If you guys do test it out, you can see how sharp the knife is for this one as well. So once you guys are done, you're going to put it inside. And then right here is basically what the final product looks like once you guys are done. So when you guys do purchase a product, not only are you guys paying for the sanitizing and drying option, but you guys are paying for a high quality material that's on here in terms of cutting board and also each different knife as well. I feel like for these knives right here, it's sharper than a lot of other knives that I've reviewed in the past. So you guys definitely will know that you guys are paying for a high quality product when you guys do get it. But I'm actually bringing the camera a little bit closer to show you guys what it actually looks like on top, because I want to show you guys how much space is left if you guys want to put like other knife in here besides these. So you can see once I bring the camera a little bit closer, this actually looks like on top. So the way how they designed this part right here and this one as well, they do give you guys a lot more space. So maybe if you guys want to put something like a cleaver or something, you probably can, because you can see how when you guys raise it up, that is basically all the room that it takes for this one. And then for this one, so really cool the way how they design it. It basically allows you guys to put your own knife in here if you guys do want to. So that way, if you guys don't want to use theirs, you definitely have the option to use your own. But right here is basically what the product looks like on top. Now I'm actually going to plug it in to show you guys how it works. And then we'll come back and talk more product in a second. Alright, so once you guys got it all set up right here, and once you guys do plug it in, if you see in the front part right here, they do have a blinking light. So if you guys do press the power button, that basically allows you guys to change the different settings on here in terms of which one you want to use. So you can see how there's 10, 20, and 30. So there's basically 10, 20, 30, and 40. And once you guys let go, it basically starts doing its own thing. And for whatever reason, if you guys need to cancel it, what you're going to do is double tap it. And that will turn it off. And if you guys notice when we do turn it on, it does show you guys the countdown time that's on there. So while it's doing its own thing, you guys don't have to touch or anything. Just let it do its own thing. So let it do its own thing and then come back and check on it once it's done. Alright, so it's been around like 7 minutes. So far so good. When I feel the slide, it feels a little bit warm. And one thing that I do want to mention is that when you guys are using the product, you don't want to look inside the product because it does have the UV inside that's helping you guys sanitizing inside the actual product. So that's something to kind of remember when you guys are using the product. Alright, so it's been around like 12 minutes. If you guys kind of look at it in a certain direction, I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera or not, but right there, inside right there, you can see the blue light, which is basically the sanitizing or the UV light inside. That's helping you guys sanitizing everything inside. And when you guys do feel it now, it definitely feels a lot more warmer. So it's definitely helping you guys sterilizing and sanitizing everything inside and helping you guys drying as well. We're gonna let it finish doing its own thing and come back and check on it once it's done. So let's see what happens after 1 minute when it's done. Alright, so basically once it's done, you guys can see the blinking signal on top, and you can also hear that beeping sound as well. So that is basically how you guys know once it's done. And then once it's done, you guys can feel free to unplug it or just leave it as is, depending on where you guys do put it. If you guys have a lot of space, then you can put it almost anywhere. But if you guys put it like how I have it right here, then it's probably not a good idea because water can still get in the side right here. So I'm definitely gonna have to move this somewhere else. But we see the product definitely does work when you guys do use it. Alright, come back guys. So nice quick test the product definitely actually does work and she works quite well. You can see how when you guys do turn on the product, it starts working immediately to help you guys sanitize and dry your stuff, which is really cool and really useful, especially if it's your first time using the product. I believe every time when you guys finish washing it, you guys can feel free to kind of clean it to make sure the actual product is clean first and then put it inside right here to sanitize it and dry it once you guys finish washing it, which is really cool. And having that drying option is actually really convenient, so that way you guys don't have to worry about any of the knife or the scissors rusting over time with the moisture or liquid that stays on, which is really cool. But that is basically everything that's on the product. Now to unboxing and testing the product, now to answer the question of whether or not to worth it or not. So for this product, I do have to say that it is pretty worth it if you guys will need one of these, especially if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality cutting board and knife set that basically give you guys the sanitizing option and drying option like I mentioned. Then I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or have one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money something else that you actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.